Hi, my name is Joseph Essery. I'm one of the attorneys at Harmon and Easterday, and we're trying to do regular videos on some of the really common questions when it comes to estate planning in Kansas City, whether that's in Missouri or Kansas. Today's video is on small estates in the state of Kansas. So Kansas has a really neat statute that exists that allows us to collect estates if there are assets that were in a decedent's name and those assets are worth less than $40,000. In other words, if somebody passes away and they have assets that don't have beneficiary designations and the total value of those assets is less than $40,000, we are able to get access to those assets without talking to a probate judge. This is a wonderful tool given to us by the state of Kansas, and it works really simply. It's an affidavit, and on that affidavit, the person signing the affidavit will list what the asset is that they need to be given access to, whether that's a bank account or a car or a CD or some sort of asset that has some value. It can even be stocks or bonds. They list the value of that asset, they list who's entitled to receive those assets, and they state that the debts of the decedent have been paid off. If that's been done and the affidavit has been signed by the affiant, usually a child or a close family member, they can collect the asset and distribute it according to the affidavit. This process works without a judge being involved and can be a really great way to clean up an estate if there's just one or two things that have been missed. There are a couple of things to keep in mind. This affidavit won't work with real property. In other words, you can't use it on a house or a piece of land. And it won't work if the beneficiaries don't agree that this is a solution that'll work. And finally, it doesn't work if there are a lot of debts that need to be paid by the decedent, because in the affidavit, you have to say that the debts have been paid off. This affidavit also doesn't work in the state of Missouri. In order for it to work, you must be a person who passed away in the state of Kansas as a resident of the state of Kansas. If this is something you need help with, you have questions about, feel free to give our office a call. We're happy to help. If we are going to help, we're going to need a little bit of information about the asset, a copy of the death certificate, and even proof that the funeral has been paid. If we can help you with something like this, or if you have any questions about small estates or the process of going through probate, feel free to give us a call and we'll do what we can to answer those questions. Again, my name is Joseph Essery. Our number, 913-385-9400. Thanks.